Hey everybody, it's Jasmine and today I wanted to talk about drugs. I had to buy some medicine in Sweden. I went to the doctor, but I work at a hospital, so one of the doctors there did me a favour and, had a look at my problems and wrote me a prescription. So I just kind of wanted to give like a quick explanation of how Sweden is different from New Zealand in the medical care that you get. So first of all, in Sweden, if you do go to a normal doctor, the most that you will pay in the year is about 1,000 krona, so that's about 200 New Zealand dollars. If you have to go to the doctor multiple times, it kind of can end up better for you because there's a limit on how much you can spend. And in New Zealand, at the moment, you pay about $40, $50, $60. But I think that that's going to change if it hasn't changed already, what with the new government and everything. Yeah. So the second thing is in New Zealand, when you go, like when you get a prescription and you go to the pharmacy, oftentimes the medicine will be fully funded and then you just sort of like pay like a handling fee of $5. And then you get your medicine, and then when you go back, like if you have a repeat and you go back, you don't have to pay anything. But in Sweden, there's a cap of 2,000 krona, something like that, 2,200 maybe. That's about 400 New Zealand dollars for a year's time. But other than that, when you go to the pharmacy, it can cost like 40 or like 30, 40, 50, $60, whatever the medicine costs. I feel as though that the medicine is probably partially funded, so when you do go to the pharmacy, you're not paying the full price, but it's still pretty expensive compared to New Zealand. And in New Zealand, some medicines are only partially funded and some aren't funded at all, so you have to pay the full cost, so it can be a little bit different pricing there. And in Sweden, the pricing's like hugely different. So I got some cream for my face, and that cost 283 krona, so it was about a little over $50. And then I got some antibiotics. I think they're antibiotics, I'm not 100% sure. Tetracycline, yeah, and that is also for my face. But those pills cost 143 krona, which is less than $30. So face cream cost $50, the tablets $30, so $80 in total. One thing that I'm not sure about is how they total up how much money you spent, because I bought the cream near the end of the year, so I think it was like the 28th of December. I bought the tablets on the 2nd, and on my receipt it shows the total for the payment period, which is 427. So they're counting that. So I think maybe it's not in the year, but in a year's time, starting from the first time that you bought medication. I would be interested to see the reasoning for the Swedish system, because one of my colleagues, they did say that the Swedish system used to be more like our system, so I don't know why they changed. Yeah, but it's all very interesting. I know that healthcare systems all over the world are really different and everything. One thing I guess I would say is that with the medicines having an initial higher cost, it could possibly deter people from taking medicines that they could become addicted to, because, you know, like if I went to the doctor and I was like, hey, you know, I've got like a pain in my back, and then he's like, well, you know, there's these anti-pain medications that you could take, but it's gonna be an initial cost of $60, then I would probably decide not to do that. I'd probably decide to have therapy on my back, which you wouldn't have to pay for. So I think that could be a good thing. And I would also worry that, you know, if you're a student and you go to the doctor and then they say, you know, you need to take a course of antibiotics, I would definitely be thinking twice about paying $30 for antibiotics, because, you know, back when I was a student, that's basically half, more than half of my food budget for the week, so couldn't really afford that, you know. But yeah, so super interesting. I guess there's possible upsides and downsides to both systems. I'm kind of leaning more towards the New Zealand way, but yeah, definitely something to think about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that Sweden gets a lot of rubbish thrown at them for their sort of more social welfare type of ways, but then looking at it, you know, it kind of seems like New Zealand's got it going on a bit more. So yeah, but you know, comment down below, leave your opinions and everything, and if you guys know more about the Swedish system, or maybe you know more about what's happening in New Zealand, then that would be great if you could leave a comment. Yeah, I hope to see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm about to go and make dinner, so that's going to be super nice. Catch you all later. Hey, doll!